Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, just a few things to show. I had some VCLT from James Griffiths and from Headley. But before I get onto that, I took part in Sound Strange Rob's 500 subscribers competition, which was probably, I don't know, 6-8 weeks ago now. Well, anybody that's seen the videos, if you've seen the videos or you took part, you'll know that it was the hardest contest in the world. Well, amazingly, I think more by luck than judgment, I actually won the contest. And so Rob sent me a few bits and bobs to the post, which was really kind. So, well, first up here, there was a picture and a Christmas card, both of which his wife had made, which were really thoughtful and, you know, really kind. Both of them are downstairs, Rob, so I can't show them today, but thanks very much for that. But there are a few records in there as well. So first up is this compilation of music recorded for the Phase 1 label. So Phase 1, a late 70s roots reggae label, productions by Roy Francis. Now there's 10 tracks on this album. I only had one of them, the track that you're listening to in the background at the moment. I hope you can hear that. It's a track called Gina by Paul Powell, which this is the dub version I've got on 12. But yeah, so 10 tracks. Fantastic, you know, an absolutely fantastic listen. And there's one track in particular that really jumps out, and it's a song by Lopez Walker called Jar Jar New Garden. I'd never heard it before, but over the last 2 weeks I've played that song to death, and I'll do a sample on it at the end of the video. Absolutely incredible stuff. Looking into it, apparently he only recorded 4 songs for the label and then promptly disappeared, which is just incredible, really. You know, considering just the quality. There's 2 tracks from Lopez Walker on this record, and you know, just the quality of the music and the quality of his voice as well. It's amazing to think that he recorded so few tunes. But yeah, thanks for that, Rob. So I'll do a needle drop on that. And he also included a couple of 45s. So these are both Spanish 45s. So, and they're both sort of modern, that sort of modern soul jazz type thing going on. This is a band called Talk and the Wahoos. One of their own tracks called The Mountain, but on the flip they do a version of Jimmy McGriff's The Worm, which is a real sort of mod jazz groover. I mentioned to Rob in my message to him after I received the package, I've been listening to The Worm quite a lot. I've been listening to that sort of a lot of that soul jazz, that Hammondy sound recently, so it's nice to hear a different version of that. But yeah, really nice version. Really well pressed as well, a real bright sounding record, so that was really nice. And another 45, again by another Spanish act. I think these are from Madrid. They're called The Natural Thing. And yeah, 2 more sort of Hammond led soul jazz tunes, both originals on this one. A track called Straight to the Point, which has got a really nice sort of jazz guitar all the way through it, and the second track is very much a Hammond jazz tune. But yeah, lovely stuff. Again, records that I'm just not going to see over here, so it's really nice to get something a little bit different. So I really appreciate that, Rod, so thanks very much. Right, a couple of bits of VCLT. First of all, I got this a little while from James Griffiths. This is Madness and their album The Rise and Fall. So this came out in 1982 on Stiff Records. Now, anybody of my sort of age group, I think certainly in the UK, I think Madness will be quite important to them, because they were just, well, certainly from my own childhood, they're a big part of me growing up, you know. So I had a sort of ritual as a kid of watching Top of the Pops every week on a Thursday night, sitting down sort of 7 o'clock or 7:30 or whatever it was. And Madness were a big part of that in the early 80s. That they always had the best videos and the catchiest tunes. They appealed to kids, you know. So they're very much a band that you would see the video of and then talk about it with your friends in the school playground the following day. I know that Paul Weller said something similar about that on a podcast recently when he was talking about the Jam, and I think that Madness were very much like that. Yes, it was they were a band that just a lot of fun. The songs were catchy as hell and just appeal to kids, you know. So yeah, so I really appreciate that. And this is a record I've played a lot recently because my son likes it as well. So I've been playing, obviously, any excuse to play music around the house. So you pick up on things that other people in the house like, you know. And my little boy really likes this. He's only 4. He spends ages looking at album cover. You know, the fact that the band are there on the front and they've disappeared on the back. That entertains him for hours. I ain't complaining. So yeah, brilliant. And I'm going to show one record that I got from Headley. He sent me a message on Facebook asking if I had any Cajun music. Now, I don't have any Cajun music at all. So he sent me this. So this is on the Ahuli label. This is it Michael Doucet and Beausoleil? I think so. That's perhaps how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. But Yeah, really nice stuff. So the instruments on here, you got fiddle, guitar, accordion, percussion, so triangle and spoons, and drums as well. Yeah, really nice stuff. My wife sort of summed this record up. She basically said that one side sounded like music for a wedding, whereas the other one sounded a little bit like music for a funeral. So, you know, it covers all bases there, you know. But yeah, the only Cajun record that I have in my collection, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So cheers, Headley.
Oye, sí, es mío. Dime, ¿qué volado? ¿Será cómo se llama este piquete? Hacer esto no es un piquete, esto es un grupo que estamos en España. Esto es todo. And the woohoo. Oye, Candela. Oye, sí, mi amor, esta Candela. ¿Qué vacilón? ¿Qué vacilón? Esta es fiesta, somos. You are a woman.
You're going to prepare a new garden. You're going to prepare a new garden. You're going to prepare a new garden.